Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Matwichuk, and I'm here to talk to you about today's intermittent reinforcement email message. It's a simple one, but a profound one. Change what you can change and accept what you can't. REBT has its roots in philosophy, and the Stoic philosophers often taught it wasn't events that disturbed us, but our views of them. In my view, you could distill this simple message down to change what you can change and accept what you can't. People will say, that makes sense, it's good to do, but they have difficulty implementing it. Why is that? Because of their rigid and extreme attitudes. People will tend to take what they want and say it must exist. And then, of course, when it doesn't exist, they have difficulty accepting what they can't change. So their only strategy involves trying to get what they want. Unfortunately, we can't change other people, and often we can't change life circumstances. Therefore, the one thing we can reliably change is our attitudes. We can adopt flexible attitudes, and we do this by challenging our thinking. It's hard for people to do this. They resist what we call in REBT disputing, but challenging or questioning the functional utility of your rigid and extreme attitudes and looking at the evidence that doesn't exist for supporting extreme attitudes and the evidence that does exist for flexible attitudes will help you to give up your rigid and extreme attitudes and adopt flexible attitudes. REBT is an old school type of psychotherapy. It emphasizes responsibility, choice, and acceptance. We don't teach people how to accept what they cannot change, but acceptance is a powerful tool, and REBT aims to target the rigid attitudes that block us from accepting what we can't change. I would encourage you to take to heart the message of today's intermittent reinforcement email message and constantly, daily, remind yourself to change what you can change and accept what you can't. And in order to do this, look for those rigid attitudes that block you. The rigid attitudes that you put on other people, that you put on yourself, and you put on life conditions. And then question them. I'd like to conclude by reminding you that every Saturday at 9 a.m. I hold what I call the Rational Emotive Behavioral Conversation Hour. During this hour, I take a volunteer and show them how their rigid and extreme attitudes block them from changing what they can change and accepting what they can't. Now, at the end of the hour, I then allow people to ask questions, and we used to do it through the chat box, but now we're actually allowing people to unmute themselves and get into it. So it's really a more lively event now, and I hope you can join us. Since the clocks have gone back, it now is at 2 p.m. in the UK, 3 p.m. in Paris, 4 p.m. in Bucharest, 5 p.m. in Moscow, 6:30 in Kabul, 7 in Karachi, 7:30 in New Delhi, and 11 o'clock in Tokyo. Now, I know I crossed several time zones there, but we really do have an international audience that's tuning in every Saturday. So I hope you can make it. I think that REBT is a powerful philosophy. It's a simple one to understand, but a difficult and challenging one to implement. And watching other people struggle with these powerful concepts will help you learn and see your own blind spots when you go to apply REBT. So, hope to see you on Saturday. Till then, be well.